From the News Channel 5 Network, this is Que Pasa Nashville.
Bienvenidos and welcome to Que Pasa Nashville. My name is Cristina Oakeley and thank you for joining me today. My guest is the U.S. Marshal for the District of New Mexico, Sonya K. Chavez. Thank you, Sonya, for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
I guess I say Marshal Chavez for joining us. Thank you for being here and really understanding what a U.S. Marshal is. I think in my mind, I think of the old Westerns. I think of the movie The Fugitive. And, you know, as we look at the U.S. Marshal, what exactly encompasses that?
And you're right, we think of Matt Dillon and
yes.
Tommy Lee Jones, and those are depictions of the Marshal Service. But in a nutshell, the Marshal Service is America's oldest federal law enforcement agency. We've been around since 1789, so that's a magical number in the Marshal Service. We have a principal mission. The mission that most people know us for is what I call the Hollywood mission in some ways, and that's hunting down violent fugitives. We hunt and locate, arrest the most violent fugitives in America. And so we get a lot of attention, a lot of media coverage on that mission. And it is principally important, especially now with the unfortunate rise in violent crime in America. That's a busy shop for us. But the principal mission of the U.S. Marshal Service is to serve and protect the federal judiciary. That translates to the protection of federal judges, federal courthouses, and the federal detainees who are brought into the federal judicial system after arrest by our federal, state, and local partners who work in task forces all across the country. They arrest them, they bring them before a federal judge, and during the time that their case is pending before the court, they are in the care and custody of the U.S. Marshal Service. So that can be anywhere from a couple of months to several years before their case is adjudicated and they're sent to the Bureau of Prisons to serve their federal sentence. So, you know, in addition to these other substantive missions, we also care for thousands of federal detainees across the country.
And do you oversee prisons as well as a federal building?
So we don't have federal prisons in the building. We have a cell block where we will bring them in and process them and keep them for the day while they're going to and from court. But the Marshal Service does not own or operate any prisons anywhere. We have agreements with state and local
so it's
detention
like
facilities.
The federal buildings that you...
courthouses, yes. Essentially, yes.
So we know with the conflict that's going on in the United States, you know, you are now, you know, looking after our Supreme Court justices, our judges that are being threatened here and there for different reasons. Is that a rise that's happening within your jurisdiction?
So there are many threats against many protected persons in the country. The Supreme Court is in the spotlight. And so the Marshal Service has an incredible responsibility to the court, particularly when they travel. So we take great care and put great resources to support that initiative. Something I would like to mention that's happening right now is there's some pending legislation in Congress to help limit the personal information, the publication of personal information of our judiciary.
Wow.
Because about a year and a half ago, it was all over the news, District Judge Esther Salas in the District of New Jersey, she had a defendant in her courtroom who became disgruntled and was able to look up her personal information, where she lived, and unfortunately, you know, came to her house. Her son and her husband answered the door. Her husband was wounded and her young son was killed. And that really catapulted the move to really work harder to protect the personal information of our judges. So that legislation is before Congress now and making good headway to limit the personal information access to the public. And again, the Marshal Service is a big advocate in that type of move because it aids in the protection of our judges.
And I know that that's just one of the million things you do, but tell us a little bit more of how, I believe if there's 94 U.S. Marshals, I did some homework here. Of the 94, only 4 are women. Is that correct? 3. Mm-hmm. And you being Hispanic, I don't think there's other Hispanic women. I don't know about men. But, and I know that one of your initiatives and one of the reasons here is your diversity, equity, and inclusion efforts to try to recruit more federal personnel into the U.S. Marshal Service, as well as kind of giving a background about what you did prior to being a U.S. Marshal.
Sure. So yes, the strength of any organization is its people, and it's proven that the more diverse a workforce is, the more powerful. And so I think all legitimate organizations recognize that, and we in the Marshal Service are working really hard to diversify our workforce. Historically, women make up only about 13% of all law enforcement agencies. And
from police officers to FBI,
yes,
to
local, state, federal.
Okay,
it averages about 13%. And in the Marshal Service, we're at about 9% women right now. And so we have signed on as the first federal agency in something called the 3030 Project. It's an exciting initiative. About 250 state, local police agencies have already signed on. And essentially, the goal is to increase the number of women in law enforcement agencies from the approximate 13% to about 30% by the year 2030. So we have about 250 state and local agencies across America who have already signed on and committed to this. And about a month and a half ago, our director, Ronald Davis, stepped up, and the Marshal Service became the first federal agency to sign on. So I'm the lucky one that was asked to lead this initiative for the Marshal Service, and we're really excited to find creative, innovative ways to attract women who bring an incredible dimension to our industry. We are hiring right now, so I'm crazy if I don't put that plug out there. Look on the U.S. Marshal website. It's a wonderful time. It's to hire on with the Marshal Service. It's an incredible career, and we know that we
so
only...
what are some requirements?
So some of the requirements... There's an age requirement. It's between the age of 21 and 37. Although we don't hire too many 21-year-olds, the average age of hire is a little closer to 30. We're looking for people with varied backgrounds. Military background is good, police background is good, but not always necessary. We have people who worked in business.
Everything.
Everything.
And so when you look at the website and you go on, there's an opportunity for, say, job opportunity, career opportunity. So link on that. But as you become aware of our diverse demographic shift going on in the United States, being from the state of New Mexico where the minority is a majority, and being in the state of Tennessee where there's only certain sections within the state where there's a minority stronghold, we don't see a lot of diversity in law enforcement here, but I know there's an effort, and I know there's an effort with our minority, our African American community, but we're seeing more of our Kurdish and Latinos becoming police officers, which is a start, and then an opportunity to move forward there. On this 3030 initiative, what are the challenges? What's the barriers for these people? Because from my understanding, and I would love to talk about your FBI experience, the federal government, and I don't know if it's just the FBI, I know when a female agent gets pregnant, they get 5 years part-time to be able, for those that want to start a family. Please correct me if I'm wrong. And that's, to me, a huge incentive.
It is. And I think the government is becoming very keen to the fact that it's a very challenging career in that, well, in so many ways, but being a federal agent, you don't work an average 40-hour work week. Our minimum work week is 50 hours, which means, most people work 60 hours or more. And so the Department of Justice has implemented several work-life
balances.
Programs. When I was an FBI agent, I retired from the FBI after 22 years when I was appointed to be New Mexico's U.S. Marshal, and I was fortunate to be able to take part in the part-time agent program when I had my children. So,
but to recruit takes a lot of money, but to retain and give it an incentive like this,
and that's the reason the Bureau, for instance, implemented that, because they were spending a lot of time and effort and money recruiting women
and training,
and then the women would get to the Bureau at about the age of 30 or 32, and they'd want to have a family, and it was almost impossible, and they were losing this great resource. So they did, of course, the Bureau is great about doing studies as to why, and it was because there wasn't enough flexibility. So they implemented this part-time agent program, which has grown. You can do it for up to 10 years. It's renewable every year. I did it for 4 years, and it saved me. I was able to stay in the work world and still have great time at home with my 2 young children. So the Marshal Service is also, working really diligently to offer more flexible work-life programs as an incentive, and not just for women, for all deputies and all employees, because that is an attraction, and we have to make ourselves competitive.
Yeah, and competitive. We're going to take a quick break. We are speaking with the U.S. Marshal for the District of New Mexico, Sonya K. Chavez, who's also talking about how you can become a U.S. Marshal. We'll be right back.